Okay, so I want to talk about focus. This is going to be kind of like a Charlie Morgan type of video, except Charlie Morgan is like a millionaire, but I'm not nowhere near that. But I do watch his long format videos, like Charlie Morgan's long videos. If you go on his channel, he has those really good long format videos. I know most people don't like to watch that stuff because it's not as dopamine driven. But I don't know. I think it's interesting the way Charlie Morgan is able to describe stuff, and I think he's a very intelligent guy. He's very intellectual, and the way he like describes stuff is very broken down to the point where you can understand it. And if you're really willing to take action, you can do serious damage with this information. Um, so Charlie Morgan is big on focus, and he has this one video where he's like talks about 1 hour of just talking about how to stay focused. And it's a skill on its own to learn to how to stay focused because it's a lot of external stuff. He goes very deep into in that video where he talks about some of your subconscious thoughts and beliefs could stop you from achieving your goals and being focused. So these are 5 tips, kind of what I learned on my journey of learning from different sources of focus. So number one, what I from my personal experience, a tool that you need to stay focused is having a calendar and also Notion. Notion is one of those apps that you can centralize all your day-to-day tasks in one place, where you can write down goals and basically um, have your all of your tasks in one place. And that this is really important because every day, if most people, I don't have really good memory, to be honest. So every day I wake up, I'm able to reread my goals and see what I have to do, the tasks that I need to do, and it just gives me a routine. When I have those um, tools like calendar, Notion. I know a lot of people use like day planners, but I like to keep everything on Notion. I just started doing that this year, and it's been really helpful, to be honest. Number two, having a routine. Everybody I feel like has a routine. Some people are just not aware of it. Like most people, when they wake up, they go on their phone, and I know that I shouldn't be on my phone, but this is something I struggle with. That's the first thing I do. I go on my phone and waste a lot of time checking messages and stuff. And this is something I really need to change. But this is a lot of people's routine. They check the phone, go brush their teeth, and then I guess have breakfast or something. Um, I like to wake up, be conscious, read my day to day task. Obviously, it's not like um, where you have to be perfect in your routine, but having like a structure, it just really helps. Um, so if your day to day routine is just unconscious, you need to be conscious of your routine and building a similar pattern every single day. So having consistency, but also I think it's also dangerous having you could also have a wrong routine where if you are doing negative stuff and having a negative routine loop, then that could also harm you long term because routine is meant to use least energy as possible for you to do your day to day task and basically use less cognitive power because you know exactly what you have to do. Like Steve Jobs, he talks about how he doesn't change clothes. He usually have the same outfit. I don't know if it was Steve Jobs or Elon Musk. No, it's not Elon Musk. I think it's Jeff Bezos or Steve Jobs. One of them, and few other billionaires. They usually don't change their clothes as much because it's just less cognitive power that they need to use. Even if it's like 0.0001%. I'm just giving an example. These people they leverage this stuff to make a difference in their wealth and their life. And this, I think, how you do small things and come to how you do big things in a way when you think about it, because those people who are not taking it for granted and using their cognitive power to the best of their ability, they're the ones who are finding the fruition. So I think that's very important. Number three, tracking your habits. That's also very, very important. I know I started tracking my habits like a couple years ago, where I would basically list like things that I don't want to do, such as watch YouTube, watch too much TV, and maybe watch anything adult film like porn. Like I try to stay away from this stuff. I know I shouldn't say that word, but I hope YouTube algorithm doesn't pick up on that word and kind of give ban this video. But yeah, so watching adult stuff, like stuff that I don't want to do, I write it down and then I check mark it if that day I didn't do it, and then check mark the ones that I did, like workout, read, meditation, stuff like that. Obviously some days I really don't follow it, but just rereading those habits every single time is just, it helps definitely. So tracking your habits is very important. What you can track is like driving a car uh without having a window, or without seeing, like you're basically driving a car blindfolded if you are not um basically tracking your habit. So tracking is very important, so you know what when your progress is and when you're making progress. Number four, sleep. Now Charlie Morgan is really big on this one. Sleep is very important. It it is something that basically repairs your cells. It repairs your cognitive um, functions that you did that day. When you're tired, you sleep basically reheals you, and this is something I need to work on. Like I need to get more deep sleep, um, instead of just half passing my sleep, going on my phone, and then going straight to sleep. This is something I really, really need to work on. Charlie Morgan can't stress this enough. Like sleep is very important when it comes to his routine. And I know he tracked it for like a long time, what time he's going to bed. And when you really start to track what time you're going to bed and waking up, and you look back, maybe you went to bed at like 8 p.m., 9 p.m. on Monday night. Tuesday, you also went around the time, 10 p.m., 11 p.m. But when it's Friday night, you start to go to bed like at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. And then what does that do to your average? Your average sleep becomes like 12, midnight, 1. And then you think you're being so productive because you're sleeping so well, but that one night like messed up the average. So you got to be careful. Our human mind, I feel like sometimes it's against us, and it's not really doing it for the best of our interest. Um, we need to be more conscious about our actions and see ourselves outside our ego and try to help ourselves. So I think a lot of it comes from trying to do the least amount of work or having stuff to think about. We don't want to look down on ourselves. We want to feel good. So we like to make excuses for ourselves, but that comes from insecurity, I feel like. So when you are not doing what you're supposed to do, you got to take full responsibility and be um, accountable for your action. And that's why I think accountability is very important. Like having a friend that knows what you're trying to do and then using that to fuel you, because we don't want to disappoint the other person. So sometimes we're going to work harder and make sure that we actually do it. So yeah, sleep is really important. And then number five, diet. Diet is so important as well, according to Charlie Morgan. And I mean, everyone on a deeper level knows, like, when you're eating a lot of junk food, you're eating like shit. Your life is gonna feel like shit because, in a way, it's like I was thinking about this the other day. When people say you are what you eat, it's like on a spiritual level, the things you choose to put into your body defines who you are sometimes. Um, so when you're conscious about what you eat, I like to eat halal. I was born Muslim. I am a Muslim. So being born a Muslim, or in our family culture, we always very conscious about the things that we eat. We don't eat pork. We don't eat like any type of meat. We eat halal meat, which is, I think, more cleaner. So when you're conscious about the things that you eat, it does affect your characteristic. I find that people who are very conscious about the things that they eat, they're very more conscious in life, and I think they show more respect, because you don't just unconsciously eat anything you want. Obviously, when we're younger, we don't really think about this stuff. But as you get older, things that you eat affect us, and I think that's why food is such a deep topic. When there are people who are addicted to food, and I think addiction is a form of Addiction in a deeper level, what I think it is being not able to trust yourself enough to have self control. I think on a deeper level, we are not one with each other when we have addiction. So when we don't want to do something but we still do it, that's separation from oneself, and that's what I think it is. So if you want to not get rid of addiction, I think you need to first know your why and intentions, and then work on. Again, I think accountability is very important when it comes to this stuff. Getting for help is always important, but not, I don't want to go on a rant. Number five is diet. Charlie Morgan talks about how the things you eat, he doesn't put sugar in his body too much. He has a very lean diet, alkaline diet. He spends a lot of money on water. That's what I've noticed. What I found interesting about Charlie Morgan, he spends, I think, about $2,000 or something on water. When I heard that, I thought it was insane. I could never afford that right now, but if I ever get rich and when I get to um, like a place where money is not anything, I will definitely spend money on my diet and the food that I'm eating and the water and everything. So I think it's good, one of the best investment. What else can you do with money? So um, diet is so important, number five, and so that's my number five tips that I would do. I'll give you for to stay focused, because focus is what you need in this world to be successful at anything. If it's your business, if it's your career, whatever it is that you want to do, focus is very important without having distraction. So leave a comment down below what you guys think about this stuff. How do you stay focused? I want to know from you guys, and let me know what you guys think. If you have any questions, have a great day.